Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our show. Thank you all for being here. It's Tuesday. It's the last one of the month.
Whoa.
We're already through January. Say hello to Mr. HB. He is running the show. Whoa is right. This year is kicking off fast. But we appreciate you being here. And if you're watching us on YouTube, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And then if you're watching us on Facebook, have a way to like the page and sign up for those notifications so that you always know when we're going live.
Hearts and thumbs up?
Yes, hearts, thumbs up, and comment, ask questions, because at the end, wait for the giveaway question to be entered to win a $25 gift card. Yes. Now, this is a special show, of course, like every show, but extra special show. We have a new fun project to do together throughout the year, completely free. We'll be talking about it. Something to tackle those scraps. Yes, they keep accumulating, I know, but we're going to do something fun and beautiful with them, so just check that out. But let's start by announcing our winner from last week. We were talking about squirrels last week. Yes, because it was a National Squirrel Day or something. So my giveaway question was, tell me your craziest squirrel story. Do you love them or hate them? Lots of fun stories. Actually, it was really fun to read through them. So thank you all who commented. But our winner for today is...
Drum roll, please.
Come on. Diana Kutchall. Congratulations, Diana. You've won a $25 gift card, so send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get you your gift card right away. Now, she said, my friend trained a squirrel to come and take a peanut from her hand, or from their hand. Wow, yeah, wow is right. I feel like we could probably do that with these squirrels around here. They're so not afraid of people. Yeah, there's so many people that walk around here all the time, so they're not afraid. But congrats, and make sure you stick around for the giveaway question at the end of the show. But yes, we have, you know, it's great because today is National Lego Day. Raise your hand or tell us in the comments if you enjoy Legos. I mean, I used to love sitting with my boys putting Legos together. I love puzzles, and actually tomorrow is National Puzzle Day. I love puzzles still. I still do, not crossword puzzles. I do those too, but jigsaw puzzles. I love those, and it's a great, like, take my brain away from everything type of an activity.
I wasn't good at creating anything with those.
With the Legos? You didn't like Legos?
Well, I liked them, but I just wasn't good at creating nothing.
But sometimes if you get those kits, you can follow the instructions to make it. You would be good at that.
Now I would.
Yeah, maybe we could get you one to make up for last time. But with that being said, I think it's just perfect and really, you know, unique that these are the days for today and tomorrow, because we are kicking off a new program completely free that I am going to do during Tipsy Tuesday on my tip of the day, always on the 4th Tuesday of the month. So today I'm introducing it, and we'll start with the first block next month. So it's a block of the month project. Tackling your scraps. Now, hold your horses, because some of you that have been following me for a long time, 9 years ago, we did this project in my Facebook group called Gudrun's Quilt Crew, which many of you probably are there now, but maybe you weren't there 9 years ago. 2016, yes, been 9 years. I did this block of the month called Dangerous. And it was just kind of my nod. The name was... I love listening to detective stories when I am sewing, audiobooks, but also it was a scrap busting project, and that is what we're going to kick off today. So let's just dive right into it and take a look at my tip of the day. Well, let's take a look at the inspiration behind this dangerous name. So I love detective stories, I love mysteries, murder mysteries, and I love to listen to them when I'm sewing. It's just a great way when I'm immersing myself in a project where I'm just sewing and I don't need to be focusing on anything really detailed. I love to have a story in my ears, and I think a lot of you share that. So the Dangerous Block of the Month was kind of inspired by that, because also what is dangerously addictive is working with your scraps and feeling like you're making something beautiful out of a pile of stuff that you didn't, I wouldn't call it discarded it, but you set it aside because it's too pretty to throw away, right? So maybe you'll be able to use it. So I created this Dangerous Block of the Month way back in the day. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. So I have renamed it. I've renamed the block. So each block is going to be named after a female literary detective. So I love to listen to, series when there's a really good character, especially a female detective that is kicking what. I just love those, and just to honor those fabulous characters and what they do for me as I'm creating, that's what I'm going to bring to this project. So just like solving a good mystery or putting together a great puzzle, this quilting, of course, is dangerously addictive, but working with those scraps is too. And for this project, I don't want you to be afraid of little pieces and scraps. This project is all squares and rectangles, straight seams. And that is a great way, even if you're just starting out, is a great way to practice your just scant quarter-inch seam. We'll go into all of that, using up those little scraps and make something great over a period of time that we can do together. So let's take a look at the quilt. So these are the quilts I made 16 years ago. Will I be making another one? Yes, I'm going to sew right along with you throughout this year. But let's take a look at I made two back then. So I made one because when I started organizing my scraps, I had a lot of monochromatic black grays. So I did a monochromatic, like a black and white type of quilt. And I decided to create one layout for that with a fun piece border. So that is the black and white. And then I did another one with just my colored scraps. And also I did a scrappy background. So all of the backgrounds are different for each block. So this is my scrappy version. For this one, I decided to do a little bit different layout, adding a piece sashing. And so you can choose either option, and who knows, when we get to the end, maybe there will be a third option for putting it all together. But how do you get ready for this project? Well, I'm sure you have a scrap bin. This was mine back in 2016. I have another one now that I will be pulling from partly, but if you have a scrap bin, pull it out. If it's a drawer, if it's a tub, I don't know what it is, pull it out, and let's start just sorting those scraps. And here's what I like to do when I work with projects like this, scrap projects. I like to just sort it into color groups. It just helps you stay organized, because if you're cutting something for a part of the block and you don't have enough of that one fabric you started cutting, it's okay, just grab another one. It's a scrappy project regardless. So you can start with a really blank slate, organize your scraps, get them all maybe some ironed into straight flat piles of fabric, and then store them that way so they're ready to just get chopped up when we get to each block. So here is just a digital rendering of one of the quilts in the black and white. I just wanted to show you because this should be a blank slate. You don't have to do either version that I did. You can do whatever you want. So you can be as scrappy as you want to be with both the colors and the backgrounds, or maybe you want to choose a single fabric for your background. So I'm going to give you all that information. Here's, for example, choosing a dark background for that colored quilt. And so see how that just does something totally different to it? So you can try all kinds of fun things. At the end of the day, if we're working with our scraps, we called it already kind of discarded stuff. You're making a free quilt here, everybody. Free quilt. Who doesn't love that? Now, our very own Jody is going to be sewing along with us, and she wanted to do a little bit color coordinated quilt. So she chose 4 colors from our color club. So 4 packs of color club. She chose the pink peony, and that would be 5 different hues in the pink. Lilac, which looks really great with it, those lavenders in different shades. And then bringing in a little bit of turquoise. So really nice bright turquoise, and then the basalt, which is all these different shades of gray. So these will be her main colors. And then if we put that photo of the wheel with all her fabrics again, back up, you'll see she's going to be using a dark background, a black background. So a single background. Now, let me show you, so this is a completely free project. And so it is under our free patterns. So all you got to do is just go to our website under free patterns, or go to programs, block of the month, you'll find it. And you just put that pattern in your cart. It's going to be $0, but it's going to be like you purchased a pattern. This is what you get to start with. And this is just to get you going on the first steps of organizing. So it will give you those instructions, the bits and pieces of leftover fabric. In the next few block of tips of the day, I'm going to show you how you can practice that perfect scant 1/4 inch seam. And if you wanted a 1 background for either version of the quilt, just get yourself 3 yards of a single fabric for that background. If you wanted to know exactly what each block, how much background you need for each, I would say approximately 1/3 of a yard if you wanted to do a single background for each one. But otherwise, I would say don't stress on it too much. This is supposed to be a scrappy project. It's supposed to be practicing and having fun. So don't worry about it too much. It's going to be a fun process. So once you put that in your cart, you go to your, and you process the order and everything for $0. This will be in your downloadable files, and this will be the PDF you get this month. So then when it comes to next month, always on the 4th Tuesday of the month, there will be a new block pattern automatically in your account under Dangerous. So you just go to Dangerous, and there will be another PDF for you to print with that month's instruction. On Tipsy Tuesday, for my tip of the day, I will give you some tips on each block, and as you can see, they are so fun, and always just straight rectangles or squares. So we're always working with straight edges, no bias, lots of little strip piecing, subcutting, but using up all those delicious scraps. So I hope you join us for this wonderful Dangerous project for the next 11 months, including this one. So who is ready to join us? I would love to hear in the comments if you were a part of this back 9 years ago. I know, isn't it incredible, 9 years? 2016 doesn't seem like that long ago. But yes, that's what it's been. So if you tell us if you were a part of it then, maybe you want to make another one. Try a different colorway. Maybe you want to be more coordinated with your colors. The strips are going to be all different sizes, Sue. So it's all from scrap, so you can always work with smaller things. So Cheryl, she says she has the original pattern. Should I get this version? Yes, you should, because we've updated. Back then, in 2016, there was only one Stripology ruler, just the original. So now we have the 4 different rulers. So I'll be updating the pattern a little bit, and especially with the videos, giving you some tips on how you can use the mini, the 1/4 mini, and of course doing some strip piecing and things like that. I will provide cutting instructions if you're going to use a single background fabric, so to be a little bit more economical, cutting strips and subcutting. So the pattern will be updated for sure. And it's free, so yes, go ahead and get it. It's all good. Barbara missed how long it will go for. So it's 9 blocks. So we start next month with the first block, and then it'll be 9 months of blocks, and then the 10th month will be our finishing. So it'll be, the last instruction will be end of November. So it's a whole year. It's a whole year. We'll give you December off. But I think it's just, think of this as a great way to use your scraps, if you have scraps, that is. or just practice. Practice your seams, practice your techniques. How much background fabric did you estimate? 3 yards for the whole quilt if you wanted to get one background fabric. And I'm going to show you. So I am going to make another quilt. I am going to be using, I've been making a lot of tilde quilts lately, as you may have seen. So I have this full bin of tilde scraps. So I'm going to make a tilde quilt. Tilde dangerous, because start using tilde fabrics, that's a dangerous addiction as well. So I am going to be using my tilde scraps to make this. I haven't decided on the background if I do a single background or if I'll mix it up, but I probably will just choose one background for my tilde version of dangerous. So any other questions, let me know in the comments. Be happy to answer them. So are we seeing folks that did this a while back? I know Cheryl did. Who else? Excited to try the scrappy quilt along. That's great. Judy said, can we make different sizes, queen or lap? So this is the two versions that I did. There is the black and white one is finished at 62 inches square. The colorful version is 68 inches square. So I'm not going to be giving you more blocks to make a bigger quilt. You can always make a double of some of the blocks. So make more blocks, add some piece borders to it. Both of them could probably use more borders easily, but I won't be adding blocks just to make different sizes. This is supposed to be just a fun scrap project, but feel free to make multiples of each block. They're 16-inch blocks, so you can kind of plan your way that way. So it's easy to calculate and go up. Lots of folks are in. That's great. Any other questions you're seeing?
Not seeing any more questions.
Barbara says, all these quickies are leaving me lots of great scraps. That's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful fabrics. So there you go. Great scraps piling up. And it's something so addictive when you can just work from what you've already used for another quilt and make something beautiful. All right. Let's move on to our few announcements, very few announcements. Retreat sign up. We only have 1 week left for our retreat. I can't even speak anymore. Retreat sign up. So if you're still thinking about it, there's only this week and into next week to go, because once we have our registration done, we are moving on to start preparing all those wonderful retreat boxes and planning for a retreat event. Now, I wanted to say that if you have anybody you would like to nominate for our scholarships, we are closing that at the end of this week. So we will be contacting our nominees next week, those that get chosen. So we have quite a few nominations already, but if you have some more, send us your nominations for a retreat scholarship. All right, let's move on to our Jolee. Yeah, lots going on. We have a quilt along coming up on February 15th. So that is, of course, the Jolee live quilt along. We're going to be live for the whole day with lots of fun and activity. We have our special going on. This is, of course, my Jolee. We have a special going on. The pattern, if you want to just purchase the pattern, is on a special price through February 8th. And then if you do purchase anything on our website for $50 and you put that Jolee pattern in your cart then you get it for free. For free. All right, so we have, that's my Jolee made out of Field of Flowers. The lap size uses 11 half yards, which is perfect for our 12-piece half yard bundles. And here's another version of Jolee made with our Wanderlust fabric bundle. Love, love, love that one. And again, when you purchase the Jolee pattern, you will not get the pattern yet, but you will get a schedule that tells you exactly when everything will be released, because that Sunday, the February 9th, your cutting instructions and a cutting video will be in your account. And even though this is a live quilt along, right after we do each segment, the instructional video will be added to your account, so you can always go back and watch later. If you can't sew live with us that day, you can always do this later. You will have access to the videos forever, So we are excited. Excited. Yes, I've been prepping for this one because we got a lot going on in the next few days. So I've been prepping ahead and I'm very excited. It's such a fun quilt to make. It goes together really quickly and I think you're gonna really enjoy it. It's so versatile. Great for using if you have any directional fabrics. This is a great one to use for that. All right, any questions on our Jolee Quilt Along coming up, sir?
Would it be a mystery quilt this year?
Ooh, who knows? Maybe. You know, we never reveal anything until it's time to reveal it. So you never know. Of course, we've kind of kept that pretty consistent. So.
How big is the quilt?
The Dangerous quilt? The Dangerous quilt, like I said, if you do the first layout with just putting the blocks together with a border, that is a 62-inch square, and then the second version with the sashing is a 68, which you can easily add a 6-inch to 8-inch border to that, and that would make it up to a 74 square. So you could always just add blocks if you wanted to make a queen size quilt, just to make a few of the same ones. Pick your favorite. They're all really fun. All right, any other questions?
Yep.
I have to say, we've had quite intense past couple of days. Actually, in the house with us here, we're in Studio B. We have 3 people from our team. Are you guys gonna say anything?
Why aren't they coming up to be with us?
I don't know. They're not saying anything. They're staying super quiet. So Kara is here, Michael is here, and Otley is here. We've been doing our annual planning for the past 2 days, planning out all the things we're doing this year, you know, structural things for the business, all the financial stuff for the business, and then all the fun stuff for the business as well, and for you. So it's been intense, but it's been so great. Oh, here they come. Are they coming? Ollie's here. I mean, you have to come show your face.
I'm the only one.
Oh, you're the only one.
Everyone else is joining us.
Oh, they're sitting outside in the sun. I don't blame the Minnesotans to be sitting outside in the sun. Here's Otley, my oldest, and I get to come to your house next week.
Okay.
I get to go to Portland next week to see the little nuggets. It is going to be Leo's birthday next week on the 4th. But we're going to celebrate it next weekend, the following weekend. So we're excited. I'm excited to see them. They just grow up so fast, way too fast. Okay, so next up, I'm going to show you, we have 2 brand new bundles in-house. They didn't get here in time, but Nancy was so gracious to step in the warehouse and film our fabric pull. The first, which one are we doing first? Gone fishing. So we always bring some of those novelty lines in. So this is a really nice, fun bundle for all those fishermen. Teddy, yes, fat quarters or half yards will work for Jolee. So if you go to the product page for the Jolee pattern, you'll see one of the photos is the fabric requirements. It shows you either fat quarters or half yards. So yes, that will work perfectly. But let's take a look at Gone Fishing.
Hi everyone, Nancy here, and we have 2 great bundles here for you today. This first one here is called Gone Fishing. It's by Holly Thomas Stein from Wilmington Fabrics. So if you like fishing, this is the one for you. So this first fabric we have from them is this great black with bubbles. I don't know if you can see it, but there's kind of bubbles in there. It's really cute. Very subtle bubbles. I like it a lot. Then this next one, we have a dark navy with some wave patterns in there, and then the fish, of course. Let me make that better. All right. And we have this great diagonal print here with various colors in it. It looks awesome. Yeah, cattails, or maybe fishing poles, some of them. I don't know, but it looks great. Then we have some more bubbles in kind of this grayish navy. And that kind of gives you a better idea of what's happening with that darker one. And then we have some fishing lures and fish. They look great, and this background of this blue is kind of like a thatched linen kind of look. And we have some words, tossed words and lures. This is gone fishing on the lake. Welcome to our lodge. So that's a good one to use. And then we have a kind of a tan with that thatched look, again with the fish and the lures. And then the same one as that one in the tan. And then we have those fish again, this time with a tan background and those light blue fish. We're running out of room already, so bear with me as I scooch things over. There we go, roughly. All right, then we have another tan background with smaller lures. And then the tan with that diagonal stripe, crosshatch. And then the last one is this lighter tan with bubbles on it. So I really like that. It's a good blender, good place to rest your eyes if you were making a quilt with this. This is Gone Fishing by Wilmington, and we have some great fabric pulls for it. So first off, this Dimples Midnight Hour is a dark navy with some black accents in there, so that would be perfect. Kind of tie those darker colors together. We have Canvas Stonewash Denim, and that's kind of a great mix between those two colors. Then for greens, we have Shadow Blush Leafy Green. Really brings out some of those greens in those fish and in the Gone Fishing. And Provisions Sage is another great one for a little more texture. For our tans, we have Grunge Natural, which is perfect to go with those lighter tans. And then Suede Sand is also another great one. And then we have Thatched Caramel. It's a nice kind of brown, brings out some of those lighter browns in the fabrics. For darker browns, we have Cottage Cloth Honeycomb. I absolutely love this one just because it matches those so well. And then our last one is Grunge Maven Taupe. And I really like this one because it kind of brings out some of those other colors that you might not notice right away. So it would be a great accent or maybe a background as well. So this is Gone Fishing by Wilmington.
Isn't that cute? Now this would be a cute Jolee for somebody that loves fishing. I think that would be great. Perfect for the cabin if you have fishermen in your family who like to go fishing. I love it. But yeah, there's some questions. Are you giving us alternate fabric measurements for all the little Jolee little blocks? I think she means the squares. So yes, when you have in your fabric requirements, if you wanted to make that little square in Jolee all the same fabric, there is a little alternate version. So it shows you how much yardage you need for doing that for any of the sizes. And yes, in the video and in the pattern, I'll be giving you cutting instructions for doing that type of version and showing you how that is done. How much light and dark should I use in Jolee? You know what? That's what's beautiful about Jolee. You can do anything you want. It's really not needed. What you want is contrast, a little bit of contrast between the little square and the block. So as long as you have a selection of fabrics that has variety, a little bit of variety in either color or value, so lights and darks, then you're going to be able to really see that. But really anything works. It's really a great versatile pattern in that sense. Like my quilt that I made out of the Field of Flowers, it's really just creams, those mustard yellows and teal. but there's a shade difference within each one, so I was really able to mix it up and still get the contrast that I wanted. So I'll talk you through all of that, of course, during the quilt along. But there was one other question about my temperature quilts, how they are going. Yeah. Well, of course, luckily, they're not going anywhere because they're staying here. I have not been able to make any progress on it since I think I only have November and December left on both of them.
Have you been busy?
I've been a little bit busy so far. So as soon as I get some time here in my sewing space, those will be pulled out, and I promise you, it'll be finished this year. When? Not exactly sure. It's one of those that this is my project for me and personal, so it comes out when I don't have a long list of other things to put together.
What quilt you got behind you?
Behind me, speaking of, behind me, this is a GG actually hanging the opposite way, but it is made from a bundle that we got the fabric early, so it's made from a bundle called Things Above, and that line is finally here. So here's our second brand new bundle in the store, and Nancy is going to show us Things Above.
All right, for our second bundle, we have, it's called Things Above from Fancy That Design House from Moda. I love everything that Fancy That Design House puts out. It's always so pretty. So this is our first one. It is this awesome plaid. I love the colors in it, especially kind of that fuchsia, pinkish purple color. Looks great. And we have some floral fabric here with that deep, dark, kind of teal color. And then another one with that teal background with brighter, busier fabric. Leaves right there. And I really love this one. Just the suns in the teal. Another teal one for you with raindrops. Love this one too. This whole line is just so cute. And this one with kind of those wave swirly patterns. It looks great. And then this is another sun print with the mustard and browns. And another mustard color. It's just some smaller floral. And then we have those leaves again with a kind of a off-white background. Some bigger flowers here, again with that off-white background. And then these great raindrops. Just so cute. And then this last one is those flowers, same as that one, just with that tan background. So it looks great. I adore this bundle. I think Gudrun made a GG out of this one, so she'll probably be showing that off on the show if she hasn't already. And our fabric pull for this bundle, we will start with the creams. This is Grunge Winter White. It's a perfect match for that off-white tan. And so is Dimples Sand. This is great. It has some texture in there, bringing out some different colors. It's great. For these kind of orangish mustard tones, we have Chalk and Charcoal Amber. I like this one because it has the browns in it too. And then we have Vintage X Yellow. It's another great choice and really matches those colors perfectly. All right. Then for our kind of teals, we have Canvas Peacock. That is perfect, as is Grunge Avalanche for those lighter teals. And I really like how it has some darker tones in there. Really brings it all together. And maybe some accent fabrics if you're interested. We have Glaze Maroon. And I adore this for those kind of fuchsia color leaves right there and the raindrops. And then I have a Dash Flow. And this is great as well. Perfect for those lighter pinks. Just for anyone who wants to purchase any of these coordinating fabrics for any of the bundles we show, All of those coordinating fabrics are on the bundle page, and it says 1 yard coordinates. So yeah, grab them up. It's a great quilt, or a great fabric line, and will make a great quilt. So have a great day, guys.
Isn't that pretty? Thanks above. We've had this for so long. I mean, we made this a long time ago, so I've been waiting and waiting for it to come in. It's a beautiful line and such great colors. And somebody asked, I like Gigi on the side. You can definitely do that. You can totally adjust a horizontal or vertical pattern to be horizontal. And I wanted to mention, Jolee is the same way. I'm going to be showing you during the quilt along, if you wanted to do it laid out horizontally, it's easy to do. If you have directional fabrics though, they usually run the other way, so you might want to do it vertically, but I'm always going to give you options and let you do you, so you can choose whatever you want to do. Be a rebel. I always say that. But there's one more thing I want to show you. So our Dangerous block of the month that we're kicking off today, getting you just to figure out your scraps, see what you got. Now, we are going to be working through this in the next 11 months, but if you are one of those that may be newer to quilting, maybe you don't have a lot of variety in your scraps and want a good deal on some fabrics and are not too picky on what it is or the combinations, we have a special going on right now, celebrating our Dangerous. It's a part of our celebrating 10 years of Stripology, now with 4 rulers versus the 1 back when we did Dangerous the first time. We have buy one, get one on our goodies scrap bags and our remnant bags. So for $12.95, the scrap bags are all kinds of sizes of scraps. So there'll be small, larger, all kinds of sizes of scraps. It's 2.5 pounds of fabric, all great quilt shop quality fabrics, just remnants and scraps from our bundles and cuts and what we're working on. And so this is only $12.95, but you get 2 bags. And then our very popular remnant bags, sold for $14.95. That's about 3 yards of fabric. In the remnant bags, you get actually full width fabrics. You get selvage to selvage fabric, different sizes, but nothing is smaller than, at least 1/8 of a yard, but it's an assortment of all kinds of things. As you know, we like coordinating, so we try to kind of make things in our remnant bags kind of coordinate together, so it's fun. But you obviously don't know what you're gonna get, but we have buy one, get one on that too. So all you got to do is put 1 in your cart and you will receive 2 bags. So that's a great way to build up if you don't have any scraps. I know how that feels because everybody started quilting. I started quilting too, and I didn't have a lot of variety. It takes a little time to get some good variety of fabrics and scraps. So everybody can do whatever they want. And like I said, if you like a more coordinated quilt, you can do something like what I showed you Jody is doing, and just picking a few colors that she's going to use for all the blocks. So great way to do that. So check out our special on our remnant bags and scrap bags, buy one, get one. And they're already great price, Anyways, let's get to our giveaway question, finishing off our show. I wanted to ask you this because of our Gone Fishing, beautiful fabric. Have you ever caught a fish? And if you did, what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Oh yeah.
Is it about size? Really?
Oh yeah. I'm saying it's got to be like this.
Okay, so what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
It was in Florida. I don't know what kind of fish it was. We went fishing.
Oh, deep sea fishing?
Yeah, it was some huge thing that I needed help getting in.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty fun.
I wasn't on that trip.
No, it was back before you.
Okay. Okay, so tell us in the comments.
It was huge.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. I got to make sure I'd say this right. For our special on the remnant bags and scrap bags, you put 2 in the cart. Put 2 in the cart, you only pay for 1. Automatically will happen in your cart. All right? Put 2 in the cart, you only pay for 1.
Booyah.
Sorry about that detail.
Get it
All
right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Love it, love it. So let's take a look. So answer our question about the fish. We're excited to hear. Ollie, what is the biggest fish you ever caught? Have you caught a full, like a salmon, like a wild salmon, right? In Iceland? Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
What about
Those you have to really
Have you ever been fishing?
rein in. Me?
Yeah.
I have. I
And?
have. I don't enjoy it.
What's the
I'm
biggest
going to be
fish you-
completely honest.
What's the biggest fish that you've caught?
Probably like a rainbow trout. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun, but it's too boring. It was fun, but it's too boring. That doesn't make sense, does it? It's too slow for me. Yes, I need some action. I'll make a quilt while you go fishing.
Got you.
All good. Okay, let's talk about our next shows coming up. Tomorrow morning will be One Yard Wednesday. That is January 29th at 9:30 a.m. Happy Friday show will be this Friday, January 31st at 12 noon. And that's Otley's birthday. So upcoming happy birthday, Otley. And then next Tipsy Tuesday will be Tuesday, February 4th at 4 p.m. Central Time. And we have to say it's Michael's birthday on Sunday. It's like the GE birthday week. It's wild. Yes. It was
Happy
Karn,
birthday.
Kobe, Geesley, Otley, and now Michael. So I think we're done for a while then. But we love it, celebrating our team. But that's our show today. I hope you enjoyed our Tipsy Tuesday, and you will join us for our Dangerous quilt. It is dangerously addictive, and it's going to be dangerously fun to make a scrappy quilt. But that's it for us. Anything else, Mr. HP?
That's it.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Step into the groove, it's the place to stay. GE Designs got the Stripology way. Quilting with the beat, you feel that heat. We're the rulers of the strips, every inch so neat. Lay your fabric here, lay it right here. Cut it right there, cut it right there. Precision in the rhythm can't help but stare. From morning to night we cut and we care. Every quilt a masterpiece, nothing can compare. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilters paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice, that's a funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah. It's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and stroll. We're jamming with the quilts in control. Oh, everybody now, lift up those strips, Feel the stripology. Adding flair to your life, from edge to edge. We groove through the night, sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. Home of the Stripology.